All right, I just want to put a quick video together explaining where I have been and some important things that are coming up. I've been off of YouTube for a while and it definitely wasn't planned, so I just want to give you some updates. But there's some time-sensitive things that I want to address really quick at the beginning, and then towards the end of the video I'll explain where I've been and where everything is going. Now, the first thing I want to mention that I'm incredibly stoked about is my collaboration with GENMTB to bring you the GENMTB flock jersey. Now, this is a limited edition, it's a limited release, and you can order it all the way through December. So once January 1st hits, this jersey will not be available, so you gotta get it while you can. Now, all orders that are placed in December will be fulfilled in January. So if you place your order in December, you'll get the jersey in January. And I am so stoked for this. I absolutely love GENMTB and everything that they stand for. And they have some other great jerseys as well. So while you're picking up the GENMTB flock jersey, check out some of their other gear and see if that suits your fancy. The other thing I'm excited for is to tell you to save the date. January 1st, 2024, New Year's Day, there's going to be another flock group ride at the Fullerton Loop. This is going to be sponsored by Gravity Bicycles, one of my big channel supporters. I absolutely love Gravity Bicycles and the incredible crew there, and you're not going to want to miss this. When we show up for these types of group rides, especially at the Fullerton Loop, so many people come out and you never know who you're going to run into at that group ride. Now, more details will be coming about that group ride. So if you want to follow me on my Instagram, adammock.lcs, all the updates will be posted there. Now, I can tell you that Tony Da Silva, the outsider, will be part of that group ride. I'm totally excited about that. I love Tony, I'm a big fan of his, and I'm really grateful that he's going to be showing up to that. Now, usually there's a hangout after the ride, and again, I'll post more details on my Instagram, but look it, if you can't ride or don't ride and you still want to come out and hang, I would love to have you join us. So just pay attention to that and save the date, New Year's Day, January 1st, 2024. Now, the other thing happening on New Year's Day is that I will be launching my Rescue Your Dreams newsletters. Look, if you are into living your best life, bringing your best to this world, personal development, trying to raise your effectiveness and self-awareness, you're going to want to sign up for my newsletters. They'll come to your email every single Monday, and I cannot wait for you to have them. Now, if you go to my website, adammock.com, I'll leave a link down in the description below. You can sign up for my newsletter, and when you do, you're going to get my free Ignite Conversation Guide. A lot of us want to have better conversations, more meaningful and deeper conversations, and this guide is a great way to do that. You can use this with the closest people in your life, your family, your friends, or even people you're trying to get to know better. So go over to my website, adammock.com, scroll down to the gray box. You can sign up for my newsletter there, or a pop-up may happen. And again, the newsletters will start January 1st, and you get my free Ignite Conversation Guide. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, where exactly have I been? Well, it's been a doozy of a year for me in a number of ways on and off the trails, and it's kept me from making the content as regularly as I would like to. See, earlier in the year, I was on a ride out in Laguna, and I was on the trail Missing Link when I washed out. Now, this wasn't like a heavy feature trail, and it wasn't on anything gnarly. I was just kind of flowing through, and I just hit one of those sandy, beachy areas. But what I didn't realize is I had actually impacted the rocks in the ground so hard, and I had hit the stem of my bike and bruised my liver. And that kept me off the bike for a while. It was really hard to move around. I could just feel whenever I moved, my liver was incredibly painful and uncomfortable. And so I needed to let that heal. Now, thankfully, it healed in time for me to enjoy a trip to Downeyville. This was part of the Outsiders Patreon group ride, and he did this last year, and it was one of my favorite rides all year. And this year didn't disappoint either. So we ended up riding Downeyville, which was so much fun. I love riding with that group of people, and Tony puts on an incredible group ride. And the next day we rode Nevada City. But when I woke up that next morning, the right side of my face wasn't working. It looked like it actually had melted. Now, I can smile from both sides of my face, but my first thought was, is this Bell's palsy? I've never had it, but I've heard about it and seen it in other people. And I also thought, did I have a stroke in the middle of the night? Because I also had a pretty bad headache. Now, thankfully on the trip with us was Andy, who's been a firefighter for I think 16 or 18 years. And as a first responder, her experience said that I should go get checked out as soon as I get home because I might have had what's called a TIA. So I did just that. I went and got checked out, and long story short, after going through a series of tests, Yes, it looks like I had a mini stroke. So I definitely don't want to have a full-blown stroke, so I've been trying to take care of myself. And what's really interesting is I woke up one day just feeling very mentally heavy, and I knew I was stressed. So instead of going for a bike ride, I decided to do another thing that I love, which was to go for a hike out in Aliso. And I was having such a good time. I was able to hike Car Wreck and Mathis, and I was on my way home, and I was just on the Fire Road on Wood Canyon Trail, and I happened to just look up at a biker who was passing by to say hello, and what I didn't realize was there was a divot somewhere in the trail, and I rolled my ankle and fractured it. And now it was a hot day and I was alone, so I had to walk over a mile out of that trail system and get home. And after getting some x-rays and meeting with an orthopedic doctor, yeah, I had fractured my ankle, which means not only was I not walking, I wasn't hiking, and I'm definitely not biking. So that's why you haven't seen videos from me in a while. I'm still healing from fracturing my ankle, and making sure that I put my health physically and mentally first, but I am looking forward to getting back to creating some content to bring you all along on the trails so that we can enjoy that stoke together. There you have it. That's the update. That's why I've been gone. Again, hey, check out the Generation MTB Flock Jersey, limited edition. Get it while you can. Link down in the description below. Save the date, January 1st, New Year's Day, for the Flock group ride with Gravity Bicycles and Tony the Outsider there. And I'll announce other people as I confirm them being there as well. And finally, sign up for my Rescue Your Dreams newsletters. That'll launch January 1st. Go to adammock.com. You can sign up there for it, and you will get my free Ignite guide. I'm looking forward to seeing you all on and off the trails. Until then, peace, love, and happy holidays.
Say